Members, as you probably recall, I spoke here only weeks ago during Holocaust Remembrance Day and gave a very tough speech. It was designed to make us all feel uncomfortable because I felt it's helpful to be open, and it's helpful if you all are able to empathize with us during this historic time. We feel uncomfortable. We feel pain, we feel fear, we feel anxiety. We feel resentment, and we feel collective guilt towards us. We feel blame, and we have felt on too many occasions unsupported. And that puts us in a very, very bad place. I asked you during that speech if you could empathize, and using the backdrop of the Holocaust to underscore the slippery slope of anti-Semitism, I asked you to do more to support the Jewish community of California. And today, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for rising to that moment. I want to thank you for making sure our children feel safe and help mend deep divides that can yield at best misunderstanding and at worst violence. Thank you for acknowledging we cannot accept a learning environment that is zero-sum, that is biased by design, that has resulted in hostile climates in our public institutions, our schools. I speak today not only as a legislator with definitional memories of being bullied as the lone Jewish kid in my Long Beach elementary school growing up, but as a dad who has navigated anti-Semitism in my children's schools. In my experiences, well-intentioned discourse by educators can often have disastrous outcomes on the ground. Today, as we have worked through the concerns of key stakeholders in our communities and in the policymaking process, I'd like to say the Jewish community feels heard. And importantly, I want to state the very obvious here. We are not the only community that should feel heard. We are not the only community that is in pain, that is in fear, that is sensing resentment, collective guilt, blame, and feels unsupported. In fact, it is part of the Jewish tradition to acknowledge and to support those voices, to uplift the marginalized. It is complex, and it can feel impossible when we're navigating pain. It is complex dealing with any one individual, and it becomes exponentially more challenging when we're talking about collective pain, because none of us can negotiate grief, none of us can negotiate dignity, none of us can negotiate loss, and none of us can negotiate pain. It is part of our California tradition to support those voices and uplift the marginalized. This is California, and this is about all of us. Moreover, it is not zero-sum. We are not debating the budget right now. There is room for everyone. In fact, it's our obligation to make room for everyone, and those are the values we mandate in public education. I also want to say that there is nobody in the Legislative Jewish Caucus supporting the caucus's lone priority bill who wants anyone to feel unheard, today or any day. There is nobody who wants difficult conversations to be silenced, who demand a lone specific perspective. We embrace dialogue, and we fight for equality and dignity for all peoples. I personally look forward to supporting each and all of you during your community's historically challenging times, because that is our responsibility, to hear, to support, to uplift, and to mobilize. Members, I respectfully ask for your aye vote on AB 750.